Hello and welcome again to another screencast edition of Autodesk Maya. Today we'll be focusing on modeling the hands and arms. So with my low poly character, we have already done everything from making the shoes to pretty much even duplicating it using duplication special. Now what we're going to do is pretty much make the hands. It all depends on how many polys that you have. So basically, so far, the amount of polys that we have right here is 2,400. 2,046 polys. So we're going to have to take consideration of conservation. That means pretty much also making the decision of how much detail that you want to put into the hands, because we also have to make detailing to the base. So, anyways, first things first, let's see. Let's go to my attribute editor here. There. Let's try to get this set up again. Okay. And there we go. Same thing here. Sometimes, depending on how Maya works, it'll show, sometimes it won't show. There we go. Anyways, so make sure you get into your quad orthogonal view right now, just to see where you're at. Let's see. So what we're going to do, I'm going to use pretty much this layout here to see where I need to begin extruding. So I'm going to use my paint selection tool here, increase my brush size, make this selection for my arm here. Okay, there. More or less, this is where I want it to be. Okay, so once I have that, Control E to extrude, flip the switch. Oops. There we go. I want to at least bring out a little bit of depth within the character. So once I have that, I'm going to do it again. Press G. Extrude once more. Flip this over right there. So it may not be perfect, but it's a start. Let's see. Sometimes you may have to adjust a few things here and there. Same thing here. I'm gonna fix the depth of the vertices near the bicep. There we go. Now what we're gonna do. Here we go. So sometimes you may have to adjust using individual vertices. The other way, we're also using the sculpt geometry tool to help you out and guide you through. Again, make sure you have a soft brush and have it on relax. So sometimes you just have to do that instead. Relax this part here and here. There we go. Do the same thing on the other side. Now, depending on your character, since I have the Dwarven Warrior, he's basically wearing a cape, but if your character happens to wear a cape, put that secondary, just focus on as if you were working actually on the arms. So sometimes you have to make the best decisions to exclude that as much as possible. Okay. So, go back to face mode right here. Extrude. One last time, flip the switch. It's not going to be perfect, but it's a start here. So we'll relax this. So give it a little bit of definition. Here we go. Round this off. As the last extrusion, you want to at least give it a little bit of more depth within it. Okay, here. Now, in order to make the best solution to within the arms that you're going to extrude here and here, so that means you need to also give it space. So definitely we're going to go back to W. I want to insert an edge loop by holding the shift key and right mouse click. Make one right here, just enough space in between to make the armpits in there. You don't want to have a little bit of space where you could bend the shoulders and the clavicle. So again, make sure you have a sufficient amount of space. Go back to face mode. Resize the brush here. There we go. More or less, that's where you want. So you already have the space in between within the armpit area. Make sure you have that space. Once you have that, Control E to extrude. Pull this down. Bring it out. There we go. Adjust. So again, we may have to adjust the edges here. Edge loop utility to edge loop. Here. Here. And holding control, right mouse click, edge loop utilities, edge loop. And here. There. Sometimes you have to individually work with them. May not be perfect, but it's a start to where you need to be. Vertex mode. Move some of the vertices here to round this part off. That's our goal, to at least round it off, to at least make these biceps and triceps. Here you go. Once you've got that situated, everything should be prim and proper on this area. Going to repeat the same process here, making sure everything's rounded off on your vertices, making like a circle. Again, be careful and try to avoid any overlapping vertices of that sort. because afterwards it's going to become very difficult to fix. There we go. It's not perfect, but it's a start. Okay. Move this in. Round this off. Once you have that, use the sculpt geometry tool just to adjust and relax some parts here. You have to shrink the brush a little bit. Same thing on the other side. There we go. Perfect. Now, you have that. I'm going to add another edge loop right here. So there's that definition right here on these muscles. There. Good. Now, what we're going to do, go back to object mode, and back to face mode. Use the paint selection tool to paint select your faces on the bottom right here for your arms. Again, you still need to fix and adjust a few things here. Okay. Again, we have to probably work individually here. There we go. To delete the paint selection, all you have to do is hold the control key to pretty much undo the paint selection. There we go. And do the same thing on this, on the front side here. Make sure everything's adjusted as such. And then go back, paint select in this area here. Great. Now proceed forward to extrude again. Press G, flip the switch, stretch it out ever so slightly right here. You're going to have to flip the switch back to its original, so at least you have a way to at least make the forearms right here with muscular tone. So once you have that, G again to extrude. Pull this out right here. There we go. Flip it back to its original style. Here. You have to go back, adjust a few things here and here. There we go. And pressing G one last time to make the wrist. Don't forget to flip the switch. There we go. And flip it back to its original to adjust. There we go. And back again to refine it. All right. So we've got our arms. Um, so now everything's starting to look refined. So if I look back right here, I have 2,494 polys to work with. But this concludes part one of modeling the hands. Thank you.